Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to, or like your body just doesn't bounce back the way it did when you were younger? You're not alone. Many people, especially as we age, start to feel like they're not as vibrant or healthy as they once were. But here's the thing, it's not just the passage of time. Some of the myths about aging we've been told over the years might actually be holding us back, keeping us tired, unhealthy, and even making us feel older than we really are. In today's video, I'm going to debunk 4 of these aging myths that are likely keeping you from feeling as healthy and energized as you should. These aren't just little misconceptions, they're big ideas that could be affecting the way you live day to day. And the good news? Once we bust these myths, you'll be armed with the right knowledge to feel better, more active, and just plain younger. So, let's dive in with the first one. Myth number 1, aches and pains are just part of getting older. How many times have you heard someone say, well, I'm getting older, so I just have to deal with the aches and pains? It's almost like we've been conditioned to think that being in discomfort is an inevitable part of aging. But here's the truth, chronic aches and pains are not a given. They're not an unavoidable consequence of growing older. In fact, many aches and pains that seem to appear out of nowhere are often the result of inactivity, poor posture, or even the food we're eating. Think about it, when was the last time you went for a walk or stretched your body in a way that felt really good? If you're sitting for long periods, not moving, or eating foods that cause inflammation, your joints and muscles aren't getting the support they need. The good news is that you don't have to live with pain. Regular movement, gentle stretching, and making simple changes to your diet can do wonders. I'm talking about incorporating more anti-inflammatory foods into your meals, like berries, leafy greens, and fish that's rich in omega-3s. These foods help reduce inflammation in the body, which is often at the root of chronic pain. So, the next time you feel a twinge of pain or stiffness, instead of thinking it's just part of getting older, try asking yourself, have I been moving enough? Am I giving my body the nutrition it needs to feel its best? With a few changes, you can start to feel more comfortable and active. Myth number 2, you can't build muscle after 60. Here's a big one that I hear a lot. It's too late to build muscle now. This myth suggests that once we hit a certain age, we can't possibly get stronger. But let me tell you, that's simply not true. While it's true that we naturally lose muscle mass as we age, about 3 to 8% per decade after the age of 30, it doesn't mean we can't do something about it. In fact, building muscle after 60 is not only possible, it's incredibly beneficial. Muscle is key for maintaining balance, mobility, and overall independence. And it's not about lifting heavy weights or pushing yourself to extremes, it's about incorporating strength training into your routine in a way that works for your body. Starting with resistance exercises like squats, light dumbbell workouts, or even resistance bands can make a huge difference. These exercises help to strengthen muscles, improve bone density, and boost your metabolism, which naturally slows down as we get older. The key is to start slow and work at your own pace. If you haven't been active for a while, it's okay to start with just a few minutes of exercise a day and gradually increase the intensity. It's all about consistency, not perfection. So, don't let the myth that muscle building is for the young hold you back. You're never too old to get stronger and feel more energized. Now that we've tackled 2 big myths, let's move on to the next one. Myth number 3, you can't improve your memory after 60. How many times have you had trouble recalling something and thought, oh no, my memory is just going as I get older? It's a common fear. But here's the thing, while it's true that memory can change as we age, it doesn't have to decline drastically, and it's absolutely possible to improve it. The idea that your memory has to fade after a certain age is one of the most damaging myths out there. Yes, our brains naturally change as we get older, but they're also incredibly adaptable. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections, doesn't stop just because you've reached a certain age. In fact, there's a lot you can do to keep your brain sharp. One of the best things you can do for your memory is to keep your mind active. Just like your muscles, your brain thrives when it's exercised. Activities like reading, doing puzzles, or even learning a new skill or language can help stimulate your brain and improve memory. But it's not just about what you do, it's also about how you care for your brain. Nutrition plays a big role in brain health. Foods rich in antioxidants, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamins, such as salmon, leafy greens, and nuts, can help protect your brain from cognitive decline. Also, don't forget about staying hydrated. Dehydration can actually cause confusion and memory lapses, so drink plenty of water throughout the day. Sleep is another critical factor. If you're not getting enough rest, your memory suffers. Sleep is when your brain consolidates memories and processes information. So, prioritize getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night, and if you're having trouble sleeping, try creating a relaxing nighttime routine to help you wind down. Memory loss doesn't have to be inevitable with age. You have the power to keep your brain sharp and active for many years to come. The key is to stay mentally engaged, nourish your brain, and prioritize your sleep. Your memory is worth the effort, and there's no reason you can't improve it at any age. Myth number 4, seniors need less sleep. As we age, many people believe that our bodies need less sleep. You've probably heard someone say, "I don't sleep as much as I used to," but that's just part of getting older. Well, I'm here to tell you that's another myth that's simply not true. In fact, most adults, no matter their age, need 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. That includes seniors. The problem is that as we get older, our sleep patterns often change. We might wake up more frequently during the night or have trouble falling asleep. But that doesn't mean we need less sleep, it just means our bodies might need a little extra help to get that restful sleep we need. If you're struggling with sleep, there are some simple steps you can take to improve your sleep quality. Start by creating a bedtime routine that signals to your body it's time to wind down. This could be something as simple as reading a book, listening to calming music, or practicing deep breathing exercises. Avoid caffeine and heavy meals before bedtime, and try to make your sleep environment as comfortable as possible, cool, dark, and quiet. If you're waking up in the middle of the night, don't stress about it. Just focus on relaxing and breathing deeply. The more you stress about not sleeping, the harder it becomes to fall back asleep. If sleep continues to be an issue, it's worth talking to a doctor to rule out any underlying conditions that could be affecting your rest. So, don't buy into the myth that older adults need less sleep. Your body still requires the same amount of sleep to function at its best, and it's crucial to prioritize your rest. Now that we've covered the 4 deadly myths, let's talk about how you can take action and start feeling better right away. The first thing I want you to remember is this: your health doesn't have to decline just because you're getting older. In fact, by challenging these common myths, you can start to feel more energetic, vibrant, and youthful. It's all about breaking free from the outdated beliefs that hold us back. Let's quickly summarize what we've learned. First, those aches and pains that come with aging? They're not inevitable. With a little more movement and a focus on anti-inflammatory foods, you can reduce discomfort and feel better. Second, don't believe the myth that you can't build muscle after 60. Whether it's through light resistance training or simple bodyweight exercises, strengthening your muscles is absolutely within reach. Third, your memory doesn't have to fade with age. By staying mentally active, getting enough sleep, and eating brain-boosting foods, you can keep your memory sharp for years to come. And finally, forget the myth that seniors need less sleep. Prioritizing your rest and creating a good sleep routine will help you wake up feeling refreshed and ready to tackle your day. Now, I want to leave you with this: small changes can make a huge difference. You don't have to do everything at once. Start with just one thing. Maybe it's incorporating a few minutes of strength training into your day, or adding more berries to your meals. Every positive change you make, no matter how small, adds up. You've got the power to take charge of your health, and the earlier you start, the better you'll feel. Remember, aging doesn't have to mean slowing down. In fact, you can feel younger, stronger, and more energized than you ever thought possible. You're in control. And if you ever need a little extra guidance or motivation, we're here for you. This is a community where we support one another and share tips to live our healthiest, happiest lives at any age. Before I go, I want to ask you for a favor. If you've enjoyed this video and found the information helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow, and it lets me know that you want more videos like this. Also, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. I'll be posting more tips on staying healthy and feeling your best, and I'd love to have you along for the journey. And, of course, if you have any thoughts or experiences to share, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going, and let's continue to learn from each other. Here's to living your best life at any age, and to feeling strong, vibrant, and full of energy for many more years to come. You've got this.